Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to English Sprout TV, the place where learning English feels like chatting with a friend. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. We're so happy you're here with us today.
So, Emma, tell me, how many times has someone asked you, "So, what do you do?" and you just froze?
Oh my goodness, Alex, too many times to count. Especially when I was learning Spanish, someone would ask about my job and I'd just say, I work in an office, and then silence. So awkward.
Exactly, and that's what today's episode is all about. We're going to teach you how to talk about your job in English, confidently, naturally, and without freezing up.
By the end of this podcast, you'll know how to describe your job title, your daily tasks and responsibilities, your workplace, your coworkers, and even your career dreams. We're keeping it simple, practical, and easy to follow.
So grab your coffee, put on your headphones, and let's grow your English together. This is English Sprout TV.
All right, before we dive in, let's quickly look at what you're going to learn today. Here are your 5 learning goals.
Number 1, you'll learn how to say your job title clearly and correctly.
Number 2, you'll learn vocabulary for describing your daily tasks and responsibilities.
Number 3, you'll learn how to talk about where you work and your work environment.
Number 4, you'll learn phrases for describing your coworkers and your boss.
And number 5, you'll learn how to talk about your future career goals and ambitions.
Sounds like a lot, but don't worry. We're going to break it down into small, easy pieces.
Exactly. Think of it like building a house, brick by brick, word by word.
Okay, Alex, let's start with the basics. When someone asks, what do you do? What's the first thing you need?
You need your job title. This is the name of your position at work, and honestly, this is where a lot of learners get stuck because job titles can be tricky.
Very true. So let's go through some common job titles slowly. Alex, I'll say them, and you repeat after me for our listeners, okay?
Got it. Let's do it.
Teacher,
Teacher,
doctor,
doctor,
engineer,
engineer,
nurse,
nurse,
salesperson, or you can say sales representative,
salesperson, sales representative,
manager,
manager,
accountant,
accountant,
software developer, or you can just say developer,
software developer, developer,
chef or cook,
chef, cook,
driver, taxi driver, bus driver, truck driver.
driver, taxi driver, bus driver, truck driver.
Great. Now here's a little tip. When someone asks, what do? You don't need a long answer. Just say, I'm a plus your job title.
Right. For example, I'm a teacher. I'm an engineer. Notice we say I'm a teacher, but I'm an engineer because engineer starts with a vowel sound.
Good point. The article changes. A before consonant sounds, and before vowel sounds. I'm a doctor. I'm an accountant.
Exactly. Let's practice a few full sentences, Emma. You start.
Okay. I'm a nurse. I work in a hospital.
Nice. Here's mine. I'm a software developer. I work for a tech company.
Perfect. And here's another one. I'm a salesperson. I work at a clothing store.
Great examples. Now, what if you don't have a job right now? Maybe you're a student or you're looking for work. What do you say then?
Oh, that's important. You can say, I'm currently a student, or I'm between jobs right now, or simply, I'm looking for work.
Yes, I'm between jobs is a polite, common way to say you don't have a job at the moment, but you're searching. It sounds much better than just saying, I don't work.
Definitely. And if you're a student, you can also mention what you're studying, like, I'm a student. I'm studying business administration.
Perfect. So remember, job title first, then maybe one extra detail. Keep it simple.
All right, now that we know how to say our job title, let's talk about what we actually do at work. Alex, what are some common verbs for describing daily tasks?
Great question. Let me think of the most useful ones. We have manage, create, design, sell, teach, help, answer, write, analyze, build, fix, clean, cook, drive, organize.
Wow, that's a lot. Let's slow down and give examples for each. Our listeners need to hear these in real sentences.
Good idea. Okay, here we go. I manage a team of 5 people. That means I'm the boss of 5 employees.
I create content for social media. That means I make videos, photos, and posts for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
I design websites and mobile apps. That means I make them look good and easy to use.
I sell products to customers. That means I help people buy things and I try to convince them our product is good.
I teach English to beginners. Hey, that's us.
I help customers with their problems. That's common in customer service jobs.
I answer phone calls and emails. Very typical for office workers.
I write reports and articles for journalists, bloggers, office workers.
I analyze data and numbers. That's for people who work with statistics, like analysts and accountants.
I build houses and buildings, construction workers, architects.
I fix cars and machines, mechanics, technicians.
I clean offices and homes, cleaners, housekeepers.
I cook food in a restaurant. Chefs, cooks.
I drive passengers around the city, taxi drivers, Uber drivers, bus drivers.
I organize meetings and schedules. That's what assistants and managers often do.
Excellent. Now, let's put some of these together into a longer answer. Imagine someone asks, "What do you do at work?" You don't want to just list verbs. You want to make a little story.
Right. So instead of saying, I answer emails, I write reports, I organize meetings, you can say, I mainly answer emails and write reports. I also organize meetings for my team.
Much better. The word mainly is super useful here. It means most of the time or the biggest part of my job.
Yes, and you can also use also, sometimes, and occasionally to add variety.
Let's have some full examples, Alex. Pretend I'm asking you, so what do you do at work?
Okay. Well, I'm a marketing manager. I mainly create content for our social media pages. I also analyze our data to see what our customers like. And occasionally, I help design new advertisements.
That was fantastic. So clear and natural. Now my turn. I'm a teacher. I mainly teach grammar and conversation classes. I also prepare lesson plans and correct homework. Sometimes I help students with their pronunciation.
Perfect. Listeners, did you notice how Emma used mainly, also, and sometimes? These little words make your English sound much more natural and fluent.
Now here's another useful phrase. My responsibilities include. This is great for job interviews or more formal situations.
Yes, for example, my responsibilities include managing the team budget, hiring new staff, and reporting to the director.
Or, my responsibilities include greeting customers, handling complaints, and keeping the store clean.
Very professional. So today, you've learned 2 ways to talk about tasks. The casual way, I mainly, I also, and the formal way, my responsibilities include.
Okay, now let's talk about where you work. Alex, do you work in an office, from home, or somewhere else?
Actually, I work from home most days, but I also go to a co-working space sometimes. How about you, Emma?
I work in a small office downtown. I really like it because there are lots of cafes and shops nearby.
Nice. So let's teach our listeners how to describe their workplace. First, the basic question, where do you work?
And here are some common answers. You can say, I work in an office, I work from home, I work in a hospital, I work in a school, I work in a restaurant, I work in a factory, I work in a shop, I work outdoors.
Or you can be more specific about the location. I work in the city center. I work near the airport. I work in a small town. I work on the outskirts of town.
On the outskirts, that's a nice phrase. It means the edge of the city, not the center.
Exactly. Now let's talk about the work environment. This means, what is your workplace like? Is it busy, quiet, modern, old?
Great vocabulary here. Let's list some adjectives. Busy, quiet, modern, traditional, friendly, stressful, relaxed, organized, chaotic, clean, creative, professional.
And here are some example sentences. I work in a very busy office. There's always something happening.
I work in a quiet library. I love the peaceful atmosphere.
I work in a modern building with big windows and lots of natural light.
I work in a friendly team. Everyone helps each other.
I work in a stressful environment. We have tight deadlines and long hours.
Tight deadlines. That means you don't have much time to finish your work. And the long hours means you work many hours per day.
Right. Now, remote work is very common these days, so let's teach some phrases for working from home.
You can say, I work remotely. I work from home. I'm a remote worker. I have a home office.
Or if you sometimes go to the office and sometimes stay home, I have a hybrid schedule. I work hybrid.
Hybrid, that's a very modern word. It means a mix of two things, so a hybrid schedule is part office, part home.
Exactly. Let's do a quick practice dialogue, Emma. I'll ask about your workplace and you answer naturally. So, Emma, where do you work?
I work in a co-working space near the train station. It's a really modern building with a cafe on the ground floor. The atmosphere is friendly and creative. I usually work there 3 days a week, and I work from home the other 2 days.
That was excellent. You answered where, what it's like, and your schedule. Perfect.
Now let's talk about the people you work with. This is something that comes up in conversation all the time. Do you like your coworkers? What's your boss like?
Yes, and English has some specific vocabulary here. Let's start with the general word, colleague. A colleague is someone you work with. It can be at the same level as you or even your boss.
But in casual conversation, we usually say coworker in American English or just workmate in British English.
Right. And your boss is the person who manages you. But we can also say manager, supervisor, or team leader depending on the company.
And the people who work for you, they're your employees, staff, or team members.
Good distinction. Now, how do you describe these people? Let's learn some useful adjectives.
Helpful, supportive, strict, fair, demanding, lazy, hardworking, funny, serious, creative, organized, messy, patient, impatient, kind, rude.
And some phrases. My boss is very supportive. She always helps me when I have problems.
My coworkers are really funny. We laugh a lot during lunch break.
My manager is quite strict about deadlines. He expects us to finish everything on time.
My team is very hardworking. Everyone puts in extra effort.
Puts in extra effort means they work harder than necessary. It's a compliment.
Now, what if you don't get along with someone at work? You need polite ways to say this.
True. You can say, we don't see eye to eye. That means you don't agree about things.
Or, we have different working styles. That's a professional, polite way to say you don't work well together.
Or there's some tension between us. That means the relationship is a little uncomfortable.
But let's stay positive. Most of the time, you want to say good things about your team. Here's a great phrase. I get along well with my colleagues.
Or we work well together as a team.
Or, my boss is fair and always listens to my ideas.
Let's do one more practice dialogue. Emma, ask me about my team.
Alex, what's your team like?
Oh, I love my team. I have 4 colleagues and we all get along really well. My team leader, Sarah, is very supportive. She gives us clear instructions, but also lets us be creative. We have a team meeting every Monday morning, and we often have lunch together on Fridays.
Beautiful answer. You mentioned the number of people, your relationship, your boss's style, and your team routines.
All right, final section, talking about your future. This is great for job interviews, networking events, or just making conversation with new friends.
The classic question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or simply, what are your career goals?
And here are some great phrases to answer. I want to, I'd like to, my goal is to, I'm hoping to, I'm planning to.
Let's hear some examples. I want to become a senior manager in the next few years.
I'd like to learn more about digital marketing.
My goal is to start my own business someday.
I'm hoping to get a promotion this year.
Promotion, that means moving up to a higher position with more responsibility and more money.
I'm planning to change careers and become a teacher.
Change careers, that means leave your current job type and do something completely different.
Other useful vocabulary. Advance in my career, develop new skills, take on more responsibility, lead a project, work abroad, get a raise, find a better work-life balance.
Work-life balance, that's the time between your job and your personal life. A good balance means you have time for family, hobbies, and rest.
Very important phrase these days. Let's do one final practice, Emma. I'll ask about your future plans. So, Emma, what are your career goals?
Well, my short-term goal is to improve my project management skills. I'm planning to take an online course next month. In the long term, I'd love to become a team leader and maybe manage my own department. But I also want to maintain a good work-life balance, so I'm not in a rush.
Perfect. Short-term goal, long-term goal, a specific plan, and a personal value. That's exactly how native speakers talk about their careers.
Okay, let's quickly review everything we learned today. Alex, you take the first half, I'll take the second.
Sure, today we learned job titles: teacher, doctor, engineer, nurse, salesperson, manager, accountant, developer, chef, driver, and how to say them in a sentence. I'm a or I'm an.
We learned verbs for daily tasks: manage, create, design, sell, teach, help, answer, write, analyze, build, fix, clean, cook, drive, organize, and how to use mainly, also, sometimes, occasionally to describe your routine.
We learned how to describe your workplace: office, home, hospital, school, factory, shop, and adjectives like busy, quiet, modern, friendly, stressful, relaxed, plus modern words like remote, hybrid, and co-working space.
We learned people vocabulary: colleague, coworker, boss, manager, supervisor, team leader, employee, staff, and how to describe them: supportive, strict, fair, hardworking, helpful, and the phrase, I get along well with.
And finally, we learned goal language: I want to, I'd like to, my goal is to, I'm hoping to, I'm planning to, plus words like promotion, career change, work-life balance, advance, develop skills, take on responsibility.
That's a lot of useful language. And remember, you don't need to memorize everything today. Just pick 5 new phrases and practice them this week.
All right, English Sprout TV family, that's all for today's episode. We really hope you feel more confident talking about your job in English now.
Yes, and we have a challenge for you. We want you to practice in the comments right now. Write a short paragraph about your job. Use at least 3 phrases from today's lesson.
For example, you could write, I'm a nurse. I work in a busy hospital. I mainly help doctors and take care of patients. My goal is to become a senior nurse next year.
Perfect example. And if you don't have a job right now, tell us about your dream job. What would you like to do in the future?
We read every single comment and will reply to as many as we can. Your practice helps other learners too, so don't be shy.
Also, if you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to English Sprout TV. We publish new episodes every single day to help you grow your English step by step.
And hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Tomorrow, we're talking about how to describe your daily routine in English from morning to night. You won't want to miss it.
Until then, keep practicing, keep growing, and remember, every small step brings you closer to fluency.
This is Alex.
This is Emma.
Signing off from English Sprout TV. See you tomorrow.